I want to talk to you about my Speakonia era. Now, if you don't know what Speakonia is a text-to-speech thing, and it was made in the 2000s. So, if you want to hear something, well, with the help of Read Please 2003, you can get the Microsoft Sam voice. You know, it's all free. You don't have to do anything. And here's what it sounds like before that. Okay. Excuse me. Here we go. All right. Yeah.
This is a test for Speakonia. This is a test for Speakonia. This is a test for Speakonia.
And yeah, that's what it sounds like. Now, after there are also some robot voices. Okay. Let's see. Pick.
This is a test for Speakonia.
Okay. Now let's get to the Sam voice.
This is a test for Speakonia.
Okay. Now, for those who use Speakonia, I'll just say this. You know, I've been using this thing, you know, I've been active with it, well, reasonably, as far back as 2014, you know, when I was 18, and then I used a little bit more in 2015, and then around 2016 to 2019, I was making more Speakonia videos. I ran out of ideas, and that was around 2020, and we all know what happened. And I made less videos as a result within 3 years, you know, 2023. And for those who didn't know, I had COVID, you know, yeah. Yeah, but yeah, I'll just let you know, around 2024, 2025, I was making more Speakonia videos again, kind of like before. And, you know, it's 2026, and I'm back. I'm making more Speakonia videos soon. And yes, I used Speakonia around 2013 before I used the voices I use. And for those who aren't aware, I think it was who was the guy who invented those Drew Pickles videos? You know, it's similar to Speakonia videos, but you know they use the same voices. And if you don't know what those videos are like, well, in a video, it's like, hello, my name is Drew Pickles, and today I'm going to said place. And when I get there, there'll be a long line full of people, and then I will go inside. I will do just, all this stuff, and then the manager will step out of his office and say, "What is going on here?" You know, and then all of a sudden things happen, and yeah, for those who made those videos way back then, you know what I mean. Yeah, I made my own. But anyway, Speakonia videos, which we make, you know, so during this time, I made a few friends, you know, some of them were acquaintances, and, you know, I got to know them. So, the people I met, you know, this is more YouTube and Google Plus, you know, so at the time, I was just, I just wanted to make some friends, and, you know, so I met this guy, Pride Meat and Stuff, and this guy, he was dressed as a clown or something, and you know, let's just say that this person was disturbing. If you heard of him, anything around 2018, 2019, he's gone. I don't know what happened to him, but so this person, he would just make fun of people. You know, he was mean to people, and you know, one time he was he said he was going to trademark his username so he could sue people, and you know, you know, okay, but I'll just let you know, what's he gonna do? You know, I actually did not like him. Okay, the other person I met was Scoot69. Kind of similar, but he's more nice, and you know, he made some nice videos, and you know, we had a few things in common, and yeah, he was a very nice guy. You know, like that nice, and yeah. All right. There was this one guy, Tom, also known as Tom Servo, and we all know that he was once a gay man and now he's transgender. So, you know, he was talking about his favorite videos. I forget the show. What was it called? But he would talk about it a lot, you know. It had something to do with a gumball, you know. And yeah, hang on. I had a copy of this on DVD. I don't remember. Okay, hang on. I think I got it around 2019. So yeah, guess somewhere around the 2020s, I started watching this as well. Mystery Science Theater 3000. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's the skinny DVD cases, you know, not the big ones, you know. Yeah, and you know, I still have it. So it's just, yeah. And later I met this person. I don't know if it's a woman, you know, but I call she's a wolf, you know, not in real life, you know, she's a person. Outcast Jikuaya, and yeah, and he or she is just doing their thing, you know, and she made some repeat videos, kind of like I'm gonna go to this, and then they had to start all over. I don't know how to say it, but yeah. And then later, I heard of similar people, kind of like Big Boy Rats, and there was this one video that involved a lot of cuss words, so he had to remake it or something. So yeah, I heard of this guy around 2009. So, you know, I would have been 13. And, you know, this is when I saw these videos, you know, like Drew Pickles would just go to a place, I think, you know what I mean. And, you know, like, hello, my name is Drew Pickles, and today I'm going to, and we know how this works. And, you know, when I get in the middle of a video, when I watch it, I'm kind of like I'm trying not to laugh, you know. And you know, I heard he has Internet Archive, and I'm like, nice, okay. He has like a few accounts on there. Okay, uh, one of them has all the videos. You know, yeah. It's just, yeah. But there's this one video that he made. What was it? But there's another one. I don't know if he put the Hanukkah one on there on YouTube. I don't know, but I believe he may have. And, you know, there's this one video, and, you know, Stu was talking to Chaz like, your elephant sucks. Man. Yeah, I heard of this other guy. I think it was 2017. I think it was Mr. Captain Joe or Mr. Captain Jeff. Both names ended with 69. And you know, I heard in 2023. I heard in 2023 that he died. Yeah, he was likely in his 50s, and I'm not gonna say his real username because YouTube would take it down, and he got it back. And you know, that confession video, that man, and he actually had a video of him in real life, you know, in his living room or something, and he had his videos from his computer or something burned and put them on DVD. You know, and I just, yeah. And then I heard of some other people. What was I? There's a lot of people. I heard of Drew Pickles the Dark. Yeah, that's nice. He's kind of similar to me. And, you know, he made that login site video, you know, like logs, you know, like you cut down trees, like, yeah. And then I heard of Mr. 300 Miles of Slowness. I cannot, you know, and, you know, I talk to him every now and then, you know, just before the pandemic, you know, and yeah, I saw one of his oldest videos, and he had braces, so he might be my age. I don't know. And you know, he went through a few things, yeah. And then I heard of yeah, there's this guy. I think it was Nintendo Master 2010. This is when he was with Puby. I think you know what I mean. And he cannot have satisfaction of this character, you know. But anyway, I talked to this person, Nintendo, the Nintendo guy. Not talking about the company or corporation or what you want to say. Anyway, the Nintendo Master 2010. Yeah, Nintendo Master 2010. He was a nice guy, yeah. You know, and he was one of those. He's just minding his own business, and yeah. And then I heard of RCD Chain. This guy, he was a brony, and he made a video about church. And no, it's not about a certain thing about then that includes Ned Flanders. I think you know what I mean. But anyway, I heard that there are some other people. I'm not gonna say their usernames, but it ends with Barney, and they're very similar, and they're Catholic. Okay. You know, they go on and on. And later, I heard of Happy the Homo 45. You know, and he said some disturbing stuff. Yeah. And then I heard of this one guy named, I think the last name was Deco, I think. It was mainly about convenience stores, you know, at gas stations, you know, I like that. And later, I heard of all these people, you know, they were just talking about how they live, and, you know, they're just happy, like they just want to make videos and that's it. And, you know, yeah, I know. And then I heard of this one guy, not gonna say his name, but he was named after a dinosaur, and you know, I met him around 2017, yeah, and then again around 2022. And then I heard of some other people, Sore Hobbs or something. This is a rare video. I do not know if I can find it, but it was kind of a long video. Like this video was kind of like real old, like and then I heard of this other guy I was actually friends with. He hung out with Outcast Chikiwaya. So Outcast Chikiwaya, yeah. So Shouton TV1, this guy, on Facebook, he did not like me. Okay. For about 2 years, I dealt with this stuff. Around 2019, I'm like, nope. And okay, I don't know. I think he had a problem with me. And there's some other people. What was it? This one guy. Iron Yoshi. Yeah, I think this person. He was making more videos. It was kind of interesting. Yeah, and I think you know what I mean. Depending on how. It had a picture of these people in a room. The table was round. It was black and gray. It had the earth, and there were these people in chairs sitting around, and they're like, yeah. And then I heard of this other guy a long time ago. I remember it. Optional Loser, and he made this one video. I almost got sick, and yeah, and yeah, I was kind of like those people. I was just making my video. I was just doing my thing, and that's it. And there were times when people would just make me angry, like they didn't care. Okay. And, one time, someone was bullying me, and I don't know, but I heard of this guy named Ryan, and, we got along, and, I haven't talked to him in years. I met him around 2016, and a few years later, just before, with spread, yeah, that's the last time I talked to him. And, I believe most of these people are alive, yeah. I don't know if they're dead. Some of them are. Yeah. But anyway, I just want to say, if you make those types of videos, make sure you get Speakonia. If you have Speakonia, good. If you don't have the voices that you want, well, get the other thing, as I said before, and yeah, you'll be fine. And, I'm pretty sure you'll be fine. But the thing is, this one guy based on the dinosaur, I'm not saying which one, this guy who liked, he was based on the dinosaur. He had a photo of Ronnie Ann as a furry, and it was on his mom's laptop. I don't know why. Like, why are you showing this to me? He's kind of a loud house guy. This is before, the thing with the AU, it involves incest. Yeah. And yeah, he made Drew Pickles Ghost of a Loud House. Yeah. And this is before people started making pedophile jokes, all that stuff. But anyway, Yeah. Oh, and I remember Baka Survivor. Remember that guy? He was around Tom a lot. Yeah. And Al Cash, the wolf, he was around Tom. Yeah, Tom. I really liked Tom, you know. And, you know, they're, these people, we had something in common. And yeah, most of them were raised Christian, you know. I'm happy. But, yeah. Uh, During that time, some time ago, there was this one guy. I don't know if he was involved, but his name was Juker, and it was some guy with a beard or something, and there was fire in the background, and MLG, on his eyes. Yeah, and later I met Colton. I forget the name, but he was always getting on me, like trying to bother me, and I'm like, nope. But anyway, yeah, if any of you remember me, yeah, and I'll just say this: I respect that. So now I told you, yeah, it was a long time, you know, and I don't know if I'll ever find all the videos, but I know, yeah.